theory becomes reality. Welcome back to the channel, guys. And yeah, I figured it out. Took a little bit of thought. Took a little bit more thought than I thought it was going to need to. I figured I was just going to be able just to take the plate, throw it over to the other side. No, it doesn't work that way. So what I've done is I've gone through and I've already did it, but to show you guys how easy it actually was, I put it all back together the normal direction. Now, you see the spacers on the bottom here. That's the spacers have to be there to mount the transmission on this skid because of that behemoth freaking motor that I have in there. It stretches out across the links. So I had to raise the transmission up just that little bit to get it to clear one of the rear links, or in this case, a forward link. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pull this little sucker apart here, and I'm going to show you what I have done. And yes, I can still use the spur guard also. As you can probably see down here in the tray, these little guys, all these are already been cut off. This one here is no longer needed. That got cut off. I'm here. I keep everything in the camera here. I'm working around the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So what I did was this little edge here, which would have gone right there anyways. I trimmed that off and then just used the same screw and I just put a nut on it. So it still got the case secure. And trim these three guys off. And come to find out, with a little bit of assistance from Rock Pirates, once again, they came through. They're spacers, because they have these short and long spacers, the short ones and the long ones, that come in a pack. Can't remember how many, I think it's 4 of each. Come in the pack, and they were exactly what, or close enough to what I cut off. So that made everything really nice. Now the nut on this thing is the 8mm nut driver, which is your wheel nuts also, which is kind of cool and makes it nice. And this is all, we're all vanquished up here today. I got my Vanquish shirt on, using the mat like I always do. Got my Vanquish mat out here because this is a Vanquish transmission. The only thing that's not Vanquish or Precision on here is this guy. This is a Robinson Racing spur gear. I don't remember what tooth it is, but it's huge. So that just slides off. Slide the slipper off. Come on. What, you don't want to come off there now? I've taken you on and off too many times. Slide the pin out. And these screws, the motor plate, these all are threaded in here. But they threaded it all the way through, so there's still threads in the motor plate itself. They thread all the way through. So that helped. So I still have just this much material that I'm threaded into. So we're just going to have to use some forever Loctite to make sure that it doesn't back off, which is fine because this is a larger, these are a little bit larger screws. So I'm not too worried about destroying the screw when I'll go to try and maybe take it apart. And this transmission I put together a long time ago, because I was doing one of my very first builds when I got back into this was I was going to build a wraith-based bouncer. Well, as I'm building it, I kind of got a little bit more. It's like, nah, I really don't want to do that stuff. I don't want to bounce. I just want to crawl. Once I started getting into the crawlers, I got in the 10.3, and I liked it a lot better. So this transmission, as you can see, it's not clear anymore. It's hand dirty. It's been handled a lot, but it's never been ran until I put it in this truck and ran it 2 years ago. So what we can do here, we just crack the case. That over here. Bearings and all like to come out. Nice. Make sure everybody's in place. And just turn it around. Put her back in. I've already done all the external mods, and that's all you have to really do as far as the transmission goes, because this transmission is open on both sides. The cases are just open. So I was like, okay, see if I can make this work. And it worked. Simple as that. Put her back together. Let's get this one in here so we can actually hold it in place. It doesn't have to fight it too badly. Wrong driver. Now, I'm going to show you what I did with the motor plate. Instead, I cut all three of these guys off, and then the other, where'd it go? The other ear that was down here, it would have been this way. Down here for that other one, that other bolt that I just put in, this guy here. Just eliminated it completely, don't need it. But I left this one out here so that I could put the spur guard back on and then cut that bridge off. Because that was not needed anyways. Also, even though there's a hole there for it, but it's not going to be needed because you're going around to the other side and it's just not there. So, get these guys, slide them back in here. Like that. Take my Rock Pirate spacers. These are the long spacers, and they just oddly just fit so well, because you can see, like on this one, there's like a little dent right there for these guys to slip down through there. So it's already machined that way. Falls right down in there. So nice. It just like it was supposed to be done. This is something that was just supposed to be done. So we are completely reversing a Vanquish transmission, the 3-gear transmission. Get that one started. Get that one started. And that one's perfectly lined up, so we can just take that one home. Now I'll take this apart later and put some Loctite on it. Just all for demonstration purposes right now. Get her all locked down and now they can put your spur pin back in. Now I did have to modify this slipper years ago to make this stupid thing fit. For some reason, it wasn't fitting right. So I had to get in there and file the slot bigger so that my pin would fit, because it was fitting a smaller pin than what was going through this. So that was already a modification I'd done years ago. And I've had this transmission since 2019. Drop her back on. Come here. This is the last time you have to do this. Just go on there. And I just hold it really tight up against the skid so it doesn't spin the center shaft. And just run her down. Still smooth as butter. So nice. So cool. I was really happy that this actually turned out. It was really awesome. I was kind of, is this going to work or not? I don't want to be going through and cutting up on something that's, oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to look to see how much this motor plate and guard was before I started doing this, before I started recording. But I think, I can't remember, but I'm wanting to say I could be completely way off on how much it costs, but I think the plate and the guard together, I think, is like a $60 piece, which I think are still available anyways. So I could actually get another one of these, the motor plate and the guard, and if I ever wanted to turn the transmission back around, so the legs are already there, just back on the other side. And as quick as that, 12 minutes. Reverse the transmission. Now it's for the other side, and now that will cure the ugly drive shaft. The drive shaft for that side will be going straight to it now. The rear one, coming because it's the center, will be at a slight little angle. It won't have that crazy angle for the front anymore because it's going to go right straight to it. I know, son. But it's not that horrible. My cat, she's outside in her little tent. Excuse me. But that will that'll fix that. My motor will still be forward. It just moved over from this side to this side. Perfect. Let's get you in here and see. And I got the truck sitting right here. And I already switched the skid around, and come to find out, the shifting thing that I had happen when I flipped the skid around to do the motor forward in the first place, it was me. It wasn't anything to do with flipping the skid around and it was moving all the transmission, the drivetrain back and forth. No, it was just me, because that skid is completely symmetrical. All it's doing is just taking that motor mount from that side and going over here just by flipping it around. Taking that and just turning it to the other side. I had it in the wrong freaking holes in the first place when I first built the truck. So everything was moved back. As you can see, it should have been these holes here, because that's where the links are. The screw goes through to the links. Well, that was back here in these holes instead of here. I had it back here. So when I flipped everything around in the first place, it moved everything forward and it made everything work really well in the front. But I was like, what's going on? So it's all fixed. It all works good. And now transmission will sit that way. The motor will sit back over here where it needs to be. Oops. Almost 3 on the ground. A Driveline will come straight through. Where did I put my Drivelines? Did I put them back in this box, or did I put them in the toolbox? Nope. Nope, it's right there. It's right there. Just like that. Pretty close to that. See, Driveline is in straight now. Beautiful. Perfect. So, just got to throw her back in there and get everything put back together. And found me a fresh wire pack. Taking wire pack when I was digging through a bunch of stuff in there. So I have some nice fresh wires. Everything's going to be perfectly color coded instead of just the red and white. I'll have my red, white, and black to put on there. And she will be pretty well ready to go. The only thing that I'm going to need to do is get my standard gears for the rear, and that'll give me my overdrive in the front. The portal gears. I'm going to start with the portal gears. And if that's not enough, then I will get the underdrive gears for the rear and put those in there also. So the back will have the underdrive, ring and pinion, and standard gears in the portal. And I'm not for sure how much percentage that is. I know it says that with the underdrive gears, that's 9%. So however much more the overdrive portal gears will give me, I'm guessing maybe around 15, maybe 20%. So that would be plenty enough. So there you go. Transmission swapped one side to the other. Because, I mean, the case is identical on both sides. So it was beautiful. Perfect. Awesome. And get her put back together. Go and do a test run on her and see how she's going to run. See how it all is going to work. That still just looks so good. Look at that. Look at that. That's so good. Love it. Love this body. I am just so enamored with this body. Absolutely love it. So, anyways, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Don't forget, like, subscribe. It's free. That's all you got to do to support the channel. Is all just subscribe. Give me some comments. Let me know what you think. Oh yeah, I was going to say something else. My little 24 scale. That's going to have to have a little bit of surgery now too. The last video that we did on that one, and you heard the clicking in there, found it, because I tore that transmission apart 3 different times and couldn't figure out what the heck it was. The teeth all looked good in the transmission. Everything was perfect. And I kept running and it keeps happening. So I tried to get looking at it closer, and the motor spinning, the spur spinning, but the bottom gear where the drive lines come out wasn't spinning. Oh, okay. It's the idler gear. That little tiny little idler gear. I pull it apart again. I'm looking at it. I'm like, what is going on? It's the hex in the shaft. The idler gear must have a crack in it or something. So the hex in the shaft that goes into the back of that little idler gear, it's just spinning inside there. That's where that was coming from. That's that teeth clicking sound was coming from. So yeah, we're gonna have to change the transmission out on that one and get that to where that's gonna be the next bulletproof item to put on there. So get that thing up and rolling. But other than that, everything's going good. This one's coming together right. Like it. I was so happy that everything actually turned out good on that one. That was interesting to break out the old Dremel and start hacking on things. But came out good. I like it. Like it a lot. So, everybody, be good. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and have a really, really good day. Enjoy the day. And I will talk to you later. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.